Hello, welcome to Exotic Gardening with me, Yorkshire Kris. And the time has finally come for me to actually dig up the big blue bamboo. This is Borinda 1046, big, mighty bamboo with thick, full canes that go up to about 5 meters tall. And this clump's been here since 2018, so it's been here 8 years now, and it's a division from a clump just out of shot, and it's grown quickly, strongly, and now, because I want to open up this area, we're going to dig it up and divide it and plant it in other areas and also sell some of it as well. And this will make a massive difference, because the view that you see now, if I move out, you can see the bamboo and you can't see much else. And the plan is to really open up this area. You have a big view down to the jungle hut, and this will be a large lawn area. So before I actually dig it up, because I've tried before, I've got a division from this, we're going to actually cut it back, because once you dig it up, you're severing all those roots, and it's really hard for the plant to keep all the water coming into the plant that it needs when it's got all these leaves to support. So I'm going to cut this down to about 2 meters or so about my height here, and then we're going to attempt to dig it up. And I say attempt because I've dug a bit of this up before and it was shattering work because it's so tough. I mean, bamboos at the best of times are really, really hard to dig up, but this one has got absolutely really thick roots and canes that can't just cut through easily. The rhizomes are very short that come out. It's a very slow clumping outward growing bamboo, although it gets very tall. It doesn't send runners out, but they're thick and solid. They're not hollow like a lot of, or most bamboos. It's very, very tough to get through. So like I said, we're going to cut it down to begin with in terms of its height, and then we're going to dig around it and try to get through it with all the tools I have to hand. So let's get cracking. So I've done the easy bit now and chopped the top sort of 3 meters off the bamboo, so it's about 2.5 meters tall. And you can see most of the foliage is now on the ground, and there's a lot of it. So I've probably taken off about 80% of the foliage, because most of the foliage is in the middle and top of each cane or culm, and the bottom half is pretty light in foliage. In fact, some, like this cane here, has none at all, whereas others have a little bit of foliage. So that just helps reduce water loss when we dig it up, and dig it up is the next job. And like I said, I've done a bit before and it was extremely difficult with this particular bamboo, but it's such a beautiful bamboo. It's definitely worth persevering. Look at that blue colour, absolutely gorgeous. So I'll put it off long enough. It's time to get the root slayer's spade and start digging up the bamboo. Right, after a lot of energy spent trying to dig up a bit of bamboo, I finally managed to get a division. I've gone through my old saw, my newer saw, my pruners, my trusty root slayer, although I have bent it a little bit. You might have seen that in the video when I was levering with it. I've also used this, I think it's a plaster knife, to get through some roots. And finally, I managed to get a little division from this spot here, and it's been absolutely tough going. It's been, well, it is, I knew it would be. It's one of the hardest jobs I can do in the garden physically. It's just so hard because, unlike a lot of bamboos, like the Phylostachys, which I did last year, the roots on this go pretty deep. So normally you think in the first sort of 10-15 centimetres, that's when you're going to get all the main rhizomes. But with this, it's the further down there, the start way down there. So I would say a good 20, 25, maybe 30 centimetres down there. You've got some roots up here supporting the base of the culms, but the main shoots actually come from down there. So I managed to get a couple of divisions, but I've also got a bit that didn't quite come out right. So this one was a failed culm from last year, but you can see on the base we've got some rhizome developing there and a tiny little bit of root. So maybe I should pot that up. It's got a chance. Yeah, I think I will. I'll cut this off and pot that up. But I managed to get a couple of divisions here, and the only way I could do that, I'll show you all those tools I've used, but the only thing that would really work was my good old McAllister reciprocating saw, which I've had for, God, 10-12 years now. And the first two blades broke straight away. They're very old blades and they're just shattered, so I had to pop out into town to get a couple more blades, this long a bower one for wood, and use that to cut down through the rhizome as best I could. I tried yanking this one initially when I was getting frustrated, and it just split in two, so I stopped doing that and just went around and cut round. And as you can see here, you've got the rhizome, you've got some good roots on this side, and this one here, this is the one that's got the energy and all these nice roots. So I'll pop that up. You can see how dry it is though, even though it's rained so much this year. All the soil has come off this. And then I've got another one down here, and you can see, and so I was digging around here, but further down there's another rhizome and roots down here, which is much further down. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, so we've got some good roots on there, so I'll pot these up. In terms of above ground, this one's got no leaves at all, so we're relying on that roots stored energy to push out new growth, which I'm sure it will. You can see down there you've got a new shoot appearing. You can see it's much lower than the surface, so that will come through. And then on this one we've got some roots and some rhizome and shoots underneath. So that's two little bits, and that was like a couple of hours of work basically. And I've started going around that one, but I've got all this to do. So it's not going to be a quick job. So it's definitely to be continued. And what you can take away from this is, if you're going to plant a big Borinda like this, make sure you plant it somewhere where you don't want to dig it up again, because it's the right pain to move.